Well, overall, harvest, once we got started, it went really well. So we started around Memorial Day in the Southwest region, and from there the combine never stopped. We are about overall complete around the state. We have still some combines rolling in the Panhandle for irrigated fields, but yeah, the dryness of this weather was great. It helped a lot.
So they were able to get through harvest. It was pretty uneventful. Now the big question is how did the wheat turn out overall?
So in the Southwest region, we South Central, we had that freeze damage in April. So we saw some yield reduction because of that. We also saw some producers that had to cut their wheat for hay early in the season. So results that we harvested, we are in about 40 bushels an acre in our trials in Altus and Walters, but we lost one of our biggest trials, which is in Chigache, because of the freeze damage. We also lost other trial in Apache because of freeze damage. The wheat was just looking beautiful before that freeze, but the issue with this freeze is that it came right when wheat was at flowering, and it killed the flower parts, and the wheat was not able to form the grain. I would say that late varieties were less vulnerable because they were not at flowering when the freeze came, so that's what we are seeing. But this does not indicate that producers should plant a late variety all the time, because we never know when that freeze can happen. So what I would say, just plant varieties with different maturity ranges to spread out the risk of the freeze event. Another thing that we saw was drought throughout the state. So you're seeing in one of our locations the very low yields because of drought. And also in the Panhandle, we had a lot of drought for a long period of time. So that's also we are seeing that reflecting in our results this year. Overall, when that freeze did not affect the wheat right at flowering, the yields were good, fairly good, but in some locations we just lost some production. But other parts of the state, we are seeing very good yields. North Central doing really well. We have one of the locations that we're averaging about, I think was 107 bushels. And yeah, so we are seeing all kinds of values and yield data right now.
107 bushels an acre sounds phenomenal.
Yes, it's phenomenal. We were very excited about that. Yeah, that was in that location. We are also seeing some good protein results. So some varieties that yielded well and also had fairly good protein while keeping a good protein in the grain.
Speaking of yields, what role did fungicide play in your trials?
So we saw an overall increase in yields with using fungicide. I believe we had a 7 bushel yield gain overall with fungicide, but we did saw that some varieties responded really well to the fungicide. So that's something that we have to keep in mind. It's the differences in the varieties' characteristics and how that will affect their responses to fungicide application.
You're working on crunching the numbers now, so to speak, and putting together the annual report that everybody looks forward to. This year, there's a new aspect in terms of reporting protein numbers, right?
Yeah, so this year we are adding protein results together in the report so producers can see the yield values, the test weight, and protein. So we believe that is very important. And although we are seeing still that negative relationship in between yield and protein, we are also seeing that there is a potential for some varieties to achieve good yields and while keeping good protein results.
I know a lot of producers look forward to reading the results every year as they start making their fall planting decisions. So you'll be working on that in the next month or so, and we'll see it soon?
Yes, we'll see it very soon. So preliminary results, so for each locations are posted on our website, but the complete report, including heading date, plant height, and even freeze damage records that we took notes, will be on the full variety book soon.
Okay, great. Well, we will look forward to that. Thank you very much, Dr. Silva. And for a look at those preliminary results, we have a link for you at sunup.okstate.edu.